Hello and a very warm welcome. In today's video I want to talk Oliver Oakes, Alpine team principal. You're probably thinking, why? Why are you talking about him? He deserves credit. I didn't think he'll make the end of the season, let alone going into 2025 with new ambitions. Oliver Oakes deserves big credit. Alpine are known for being a banter team and having a revolving door. This will not get the credit it deserves. People will not give Oliver Oakes the credit it deserves, but he did a remarkable job when replacing Bruno Firmin. He came in to a toxic Alpine who was slow, unreliable, and yeah, he turned them round and finished sixth in the Constructors. That is a massive, massive achievement for Oliver Oakes. I mean, the guy's 36 years of age as well. He's quite young. And actually reading about him, I'm quite surprised because he's a former British racing driver, entrepreneur and team principal and director of High Tech. In July 2024, he was announced as Alpine team principal for the remainder of the 24 season and onwards. He was the 2005 World Karting Champion and once was a part of the Red Bull Junior program, junior team. So yeah, I mean, he's only 36 and he's a team principal in F1. In F1 terms, that is pretty young. But like I say, he deserves some credit. I didn't think he'd make the season. And there's a lot of questions going into 25. Alpine cannot afford to be qualifying on the back row like they did in Bahrain. The turnaround by Alpine is sensational. 19th and 20th, they qualified. Bahrain, shit. Rolling round 9th in the Constructors for the majority of the season, and then that big race at Brazil. Gasly came back after the last break, and he was honestly one of the best drivers. He's probably driver of the season, them last couple of rounds. Consistently in the points, great qualifying, really good. And then that double points and double podium at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Wet conditions. Gasly went from 15th to 3rd. Ocon was superb. Yeah. But now we go into 2025. Yeah. This team is known as a banter team. Look at the previous. Alonso mugged him. Oscar Piastri mugged him. I hereby announce Alpine have announced me as a driver. I'm actually a McLaren driver. You know, they're known as a banter team. They're known as revolving doors, team principals. How many team principals have they have? Even Otmar exposed them. But you got to give credit where it's due. It won't get the credit it deserves because it's Alpine. No one gives a toss about Alpine. And they're known as the clown team. So, but yeah, we got to give credit where it's due, in my opinion. Oakes moved into team management when he set up his first karting team in 2011 before launching junior single-seater racing team High Tech in 2015. So yeah, I think the 36-year-old has done a good job. Obviously, massive questions going into the new season. They've got Gasly, who's clear number one. They've got Doohan. Flavio Briatore's back on board. He's a brutal man. I can't see Doohan lasting. Hopefully they get rid of Doohan and bring in Colapinto. That's an exciting lineup. Gasly and Colapinto. Yeah. So quite a shame because Alpine rumoured to have won Yuki Tsunoda. Yeah, it would have been good to see Gasly and Yuki back. Best mates. And yeah, would have been a good lineup. But yeah, I've got to say, credit where it's due. Oliver Oakes, so far, since July, has done a very good job. Obviously, big questions in 2025. Can he handle it at Alpine? Will he get sacked in 2025? Because we know what this team are like. You had that fast-talking Frenchman, Squirrel Beatball. I think we got a great guy. He used to talk really fast. Otmar. And then Otmar leaves. He exposes them. Bruno Firmin. It's like they constantly change and no progress. So are they going to stick with Oakes? He's done a good job so far. Comment down below your thoughts. This probably won't get the headlines it deserves. It deserves headlines. If this is Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull, it gets headlines. Because it's Alpine and a 36-year-old Oliver Oakes, it won't get the credit it deserves.